be part of your workshop of the magic of manifestation.
Hmm.
I'm here.
Have you ever wondered how it goes that you attract certain situations in your life that you either want or you don't want? What are your thoughts around that? And do you have, as a participant, like, do you have any questions around manifestation? What is your curiosity?
My curiosity around manifestation is how it's it's this thing in me of like not making manifestation like this holy grail, but making it a way of life. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is how it goes, and then the next thing will come along, the next thing will unfold, and not yeah, it's like taking manifestation off the pedestal and just walking in it.
Hmm. So can you share how it goes when there's an impulse in you to want to bring something into your reality?
It's really this. It's deeper down in my body than in my head, and it's like this warmth and this oh maybe kind of thing. Like whoa, and like
Maybe.
I mean, I give you an example of
Yeah.
okay, I will give you an example, and I want to give you another piece that makes me interested. Is because I've recently been learning my more about my human design, where I'm a pure generator, and I'm curious about how manifestation happens through me because I've also noticed this is something that happens in my life as well, even though it's not part of my human design.
Hmm. Can you say more about what it is in your human design that gives you the information this way or that way in
Yeah,
regards to manifestation?
well, I guess I've connected in my that as a generator, I respond to impulses. So something comes into me and it hits something in me, and then my engine starts going and life's happening.
Hmm.
And I view that more of this kind of it's not that I'm initiating things. And there is something that happens in me which creates it's not like I'm waiting to be told what to do, but it's like I'm waiting for the felt sense of yes, this. So some sort of inner
Yeah.
alchemy happens in me, which is like, okay, I follow that.
Yeah, like as if the imp or the trigger from the outside begins to wake something up in you that
Yeah,
then starts giving you impulses.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, because this example of me being in this house right now is that I've had a felt sense for a long time of wanting my own space to just be in my own space, my own energy, and like sort of like I had this inner sensation of wanting that. And I didn't, I didn't like go out to initiate this happening,
Hmm.
and I still did, but it's like I followed I followed the clues more. It's like, okay, I want to do this. Like it came through. I wanted to weed the outside verge of this house with not wanting any kind of repayment for it. I just wanted to do it. It needed weeding. And then that's how I met the people and started learning wood turning in exchange for weeding and then learned them. I like got to know them more. And then it just started growing in me this like, oh, I could because I knew they were going away. and I could ask to be in their house. And it was like they didn't ask me. It wasn't like they came to me and said, "Do you want to rent our house?" But it was coming from me.
So they asked you, but it was coming from you?
No, they didn't ask me.
Oh, they didn't
They
ask you, you
waited.
asked them.
Yeah, they
Yes.
waited for me to come to them with a proposal.
Aha. Yeah. I just want to go back to where you said, I follow the clues.
Mm,
Or can you say more about that? Because I think that's a very, yeah, that's a part of this, of manifestation.
yeah. Well, I mean, to me, it's so simple. It's like I get, I get like information about what I want, like a sort of a, a vision or a texture or a quality, and it just sort of opens in me. And then I just follow, I just start going into action. I start going into motion with holding like that quality in my awareness. And it's like it's not at all linear. Like it's so it's like okay, for some reason, I mean, I've got these lovely socks that I'm wearing, and I got them because I bought a pair of shoes, which I hardly ever wear, but they were secondhand, and there were these lovely socks stuffed in the bottom of them, and now I just have the lovely socks. And so it's like it didn't directly go out to buy these lovely socks, but I bought the shoe and the sock was inside it.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. And was there anywhere beforehand a wish for socks?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
absolutely.
Huh? Yeah,
But I
yeah,
bought the
yeah.
shoes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, interesting because like if in my study of how I manifest is I get I get a clarity of what I want, like a direction, or for instance, with the flow pod, I felt like there's a necessity for me to want to be in my own energy, like you, like be in my own place again
Mm,
for some further research. And then, there is the Takaka legend of it's so hard, or yeah, belief meme, it's so hard to get a place here in Takaka.
mm,
And I thought, is it? I've three times lucky so far for me then.
mm.
Um, I'm just gonna go with it. And so I happened to catch up with Rita and Steph here, and they just asked, "Oh, and how are you doing?" And said, "Oh, yeah, well, I'm I'm wanting to live on my own again, and we're talking about it at the flow pod whether we extend or not." Oh, she said, "Well, our place is coming up again, and we'd love you to come back." So very often, it's like I share what's alive in me
Mm,
with my surroundings, and then something comes back, or I share with Facebook Marketplace that I'm looking for something specific.
mm,
And then I look twice, and the third time usually it's there, or the fourth time it's there if I'm very specific.
mm,
And so for me, manifestation is more an act of announcing to the cosmos, or announcing to people of what I want. And I'm curious about this following cues, like you say, like, oh, you have an impulse to weed someone's outside garden. Yeah, maybe for me it might be like the other day, like I went to the sauna next door, and there was this woman who had been driving along in her truck for a long time, and I just said like, "Hey, hi," and started a conversation because I felt so curious. And the day before, it's like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry for meeting someone new. like surprise me, universe. And so I connected with her. And today we met up for a cup of tea, and I discovered that in her history she'd been in a coma for 4 days, and her journey of being in this in between space, and the follow, like the consequences of that. And I find that so interesting. I had no idea, right? But like it brought up things of the experience of having had a brain bleed myself, and the situation after, and how life is different. And so I don't know where this connection leads, but it's
Mm.
often for me like meetings with humans. There's magic in that.
Mm.
And I'm wanting to research and learn more about these cues, because there's a meme in my brain is that I don't see these subtle cues, which I don't think is accurate. But I
Mm.
want to become more aware of it.
Mm.
Yeah, and so hence I want to with Michael Carling, I want to do that. Like somehow he and I, when we're in this space together, this vortex opens and ding, 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 ding. Downloads come a lot, and he just writes the downloads down, which is awesome,
Mm.
and prompts with questions. But I also want to do like a research group on
Yeah.
manifestation and hear how it is for other people, because I can only see the world through my eyes. And I am wanting to see the world also through other people's eyes, because
Yeah.
the
It's,
world's like a kaleidoscope. So is consciousness. So many possibilities.
yeah. And I get there's something about the cues, which is like discerning from where they're coming from. Because,
Yeah.
like, for me, there's like different qualities of cues.
Yeah. Say more.
So, some things that could be called a cue could also be coming from a place of needing to be good or adaptive or kind or pressuring myself into something. And like that's in flow with like the structure of my survival strategy more than in flow with
Yeah.
the structure of the universe and my being and
Yeah.
my evolution and what is
Yeah.
really my authentic. What is the river, like learning to discern between the rivers of like reactivity and survival strategy and emotions,
Yeah.
and the river of aliveness and
Consciousness. Whatever.
consciousness. Yeah, and like the universe having my back.
Yeah. 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 And so I would love to design a workshop or course to come closer into this space of the river, the consciousness. Because like I've read books on tracking, yeah, the Native American Indians who do tracking. That's this, they're reading the field.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
but they read the field with a question. So if their focus is to find something specific,
Mm.
then that is the focus and the
Mm.
question they walk with, and then they just feel. And I've done it myself a couple of times when I lost a possibility stone,
Mm.
and I went, somewhere on the, Wainui Bay, the path that goes to Wainui Beach, and on the right hand side there's this bush hill,
Mm.
and somewhere along that I had been up there somewhere and lost my possibility stone. So I chose roundabout where I was, stood there across the little ditch, and then closed my eyes and started walking blind, climbing, bumping into things, but just, and then just feeling, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go forward? Just feeling my inner compass, having the compass set at possibility stone, and then ending up exactly at the spot where I sat. And I couldn't find the possibility stone, but I did this 3 times from 3 different places because I really wanted to find that stone. And 3 times I ended up in that spot with blind eyes. Now, how is that possible? So there must be, yes, you can, there is a sixth sense. You can read the field. And with manifestation, I get a sense that yeah, there is a wish, a desire to, and here's now the difference. Some people wish for things, uh, and you can wish for an experience. I want to feel this and this.
Mhm.
So, and then if you want to be more specific, I may be, for instance, like wanting to manifest a partner, then I would now, having learned through experience, I can ask the universe for a specific wish list, get exactly that, but not have the footnotes of I don't want this, 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 or this, or like that. I didn't ask for experiences. I asked for outcomes or, but not the feelings. And so I now was like, okay, I'm not going to go that way again. I'm going to now create a wish list of this is how I feel in my relationship.
Mm.
And then, whoever comes this way that I can attract, yeah, I